A case here of the kings of cricket meeting the kings of the jungle. This was a rare day of relaxation for the Australians as they visited a local lion park before their Pool A clash with Holland. Ponting's side made 3 changes for the game. Jimmy Marr and Ian Harvey coming back into the side, and there was a place for Andy Bickle too. Making way for them were Adam Gilchrist, Brad Hogg and Brett Lee. But the game nearly fell foul of the weather. Look, a helicopter doing its business drying the pitch. As a result, play began a whole hour late. It was always going to be a tough task for the Dutch, and so it proved. Things looked ominous from the first ball of the match. Jimmy Marr dispatching Edgar Schifferle to the boundary rope for 4. There was, though, some tight Dutch bowling that kept the Australian run rate in check. Matthew Hayden smashed a 4 through mid-wicket, and that brought up his team's 50. 2 overs later came the Dutch breakthrough. Jimmy Marr, having helped Hayden, had 52 for the first wicket, nicked a short delivery from Tim de Leyder to slip. De Leyder's teammates, of course, were ecstatic. Mayer had gone for 26, and Australia were 52 for 1. The Dutch then missed a great opportunity to get the wicket of the new batsman, Damien Martyn. Jan Kloppenburg failed to hold on to a difficult return catch off his own bowling. It would have reduced the Australians to 56 for 2 and maybe changed the outcome of the game. Martyn, of course, took full advantage of his second chance. With opener Hayden, Martyn kept the runs coming despite some accurate bowling from the Dutch. The 50 partnership came in just 38 minutes and off just 58 balls. After taking Australia past the 100 mark, Hayden went on 33. And what a thrill that was for Holland. Looking to pick up the run rate, he'd hold out to mid-wicket in the safe hands of Schifferle. Australia 103 for 2 now in the 23rd over. And then the wretched rain came. The batsmen went in and out. The first break of 45 minutes was followed by one of an hour and a half. The match was reduced to 36 overs per side, and we all thought that Australia would surely look to push on. When they did resume, Martyn went to his half-century. It came off 53 balls in just over an hour, and the Western Australian batsman shared his second half-century partnership of the innings with Darren Lehmann. In all, they put on an unbeaten 67, Lehmann contributing a quick-fire 29, while Martyn finished on 67 not out. This saw Australia to 170 for 2 off their reduced 36 overs. The interruptions for rain saw the Duckworth-Lewis method come into play. The Dutch then required 198 for victory from their 36. An odd score, but that's Duckworth-Lewis for you. It took only 7 balls for the Australians to claim their first wicket. Jason Gillespie continuing his good form as he found the edge, and Damien Martyn taking the catch. Dan van Bunge had gone for just a single, and Holland were 8 for 1. 15 overs later, and it was 59 for 4, with Tim de Leyder offering resistance by smashing Lehmann down the ground for 6. But it was about as good as it got for those Dutch. Once de Leyder had been dismissed by Andy Bickle, the Dutch were always struggling to reach that big target. 85 for 5 in the 21st over, and 198 looking a mile away. Bickle then trapped Reinout Schulte leg before 2 overs later, and Australia became racing certainties to increase their impressive one-day international winning streak to 9 matches. Having been hit for 6 off his previous ball, Ian Harvey then found a way through the defences of Edgar Schifferle, and Holland were 96 for 7. Bickle then reduced them to 112 for 8 when Kloppenburg was caught in the slips by Ricky Ponting. It was Bickle's 3rd wicket. The Dutch wicket-keeper, Jeroen Smits, caught at the wicket by Australian counterpart Jimmy Mayer, and Holland on the ropes at 118 for 9. This massive victory was finally completed in the 31st over. Last man out as Mayer holing out to Ricky Ponting in the slips. It had been a brave showing by the Dutch, but Australia were emphatic winners by 75 runs. Bickle and Harvey had been the pick of the bowlers, and remember, both, of course, are reserves. They collected 3 wickets on their return to the side. It had been a job very well done.
all the guys are in good form, and we seem to be improving every game. So that's our game plan for the whole series, and if we can do that, then we'll be tough to beat.
As expected, the man of the match was Damien Martyn for his unbeaten 67. Next up for the Australians, a trip to Zimbabwe.